Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the You Owe Yourself This Come Up series. I am really excited about being able to come to you, to be able to share with you these things that have helped me to really come up and really take ownership and really push through everything, all of the obstacles, anything that has gotten me to a place where it no longer served me, if that makes sense. So welcome to this series. It's a 14-day series, and the idea is to help you to be able to push through, right? And I have my notes here, guys. So if you see me looking down, that's why I have my notes. I don't want to miss a beat. I want to make sure that I give you guys everything that you need because you owe yourself this come up. And I want you to be able to have all of the tools you need, all of the resources that you need, and I want you to be able to pursue it without anything hindering you. So again, you owe yourself this come up. My name is Shakima Hughes. I am the CEO of She Evolve, where we help people to balance and bridge the gap between self-care, business, and finances. And I created this series, You Owe Yourself This Come Up, to help you to be able to push through and balance self-care, business, finances, and evolve into the person that you are called to be. So we're going to jump right into day one because I don't want to give you too much like extra stuff. I want you to be able to get the meat and potatoes because you're either at a place where you're really just starting or you're at a place where you feel like you're stuck and you need some type of inspiration, some type of empowerment, and some strategies because it's very frustrating to know what it is that you want to do and whether you can empower, motivate, and inspire yourself or not. The bottom line is that when you want to do something and you don't have the strategy, it kind of leaves you feeling like you're in a stuck place. And that's not the place where we want to be in. It's not the season to be stuck. And these very tools, these very strategies, these very empowering information, if you will, is what allowed me to be able to get unstuck and really pursue everything that God has called me to. So I want to just share with you that you owe you owe yourself this come up. You owe yourself the lifestyle that you desire. You owe yourself the life that you want to enjoy. You owe yourself the success and to have the success that you want in every area of your life, personally, professionally, and financially. And you owe yourself to believe that you can do it. You owe yourself the faith that it can happen. You owe yourself in knowing that God is equipping you even in this moment, even as you're watching these videos. This is equipping you to be able to become the woman that He has called you to be. So it's a 14-day series, and in the 14 days, we're going to talk about these topics: mindset makeover, self-care principles, measuring your success, the person you have to become, interest versus commitment. I can't wait to get into that. Time management versus self management. That's something else that I can't wait to get into. How to properly set goals. Rituals versus routine. Yes, you will be in your feelings. That's another one. I think that's one of the ones that's really going to hit home for you. Growing without the growing pains is not an option. You versus you. Making mornings sacred. She stay ready. And the last one is rest. Now, I know some of these things may seem like, girl, this may be something that we've heard before, but I promise you, if it is something that you've heard before, it's going to ignite a fire under you to get back on track and pursue what it is that you want out of life. If it's something that you never heard before, then I promise you it's going to bless you and it's going to allow you to be able to get the things that you need to be able to move forward. So we're going to jump right into day one. Now, day one is mindset makeover. It's preparing your mind for your real life evolution. Now, again, you see me looking down, it's because I have my notes here and I've got pages. I'm not going to be before you long, but this is a 14-day series. So I wanted to make sure that I got everything in here that I needed to be able to share with you and to be able to give to you so that you can succeed, because you owe yourself this come up. Okay. So day one, mindset makeover. If you don't hear anything that I say today, if you're not ready to change your mind and to really have that growth mindset, then nothing I say after today is going to matter. So if you're in a place where you feel like you got it all together, you know everything, you have everything you need to succeed, and you're not open to really being able to get more information that will help you to be able to evolve, then this video series is not for you. Maybe you can share it with someone that it may help, but in this video series, you have to have the open mind. That's one of the prerequisites, okay? So you will not accomplish anything until you shift your mindset to believe that you can. You ever hear people say, if you believe you can do it, you're right. And if you believe that you can't do it, you're still right. That's very true in so many ways. You have to have the belief. It all starts with belief, okay? You have to stop doubting. Yes, you have to stop doubting yourself and believe that you can accomplish your goals. So you either have one of two mindsets. You either have a growth mindset or you either have a fixed mindset. And I'm going to go over a few examples with you, okay? So the growth mindset embraces challenges. The fixed mindset avoids challenges. The growth mindset learns from feedback and criticism. The fixed mindset ignores it. The growth mindset allows or is always looking to grow and develop. The fixed mindset think that they're good where they are. You good, you don't need nothing else. Like, you good, right? The growth mindset is always trying and never gives up. The fixed mindset gives up easily when things don't go their way. The growth mindset is inspired by others' success. The fixed mindset is threatened by others' success. The growth mindset says it's not a loss, it's a lesson. There was something I was supposed to learn from this. The fixed mindset always feels like, I'm always losing. It just is what it is. Like, I'm a loser. That's the fixed mindset. So where are you? I know for myself, when I did this activity, some of the things I had a growth mindset, but some of the things I was like, oh yeah, I got the fixed mindset. I got to get my whole life. So keep it real with yourself in this moment, because if you don't keep it real with yourself, how can you expect others to keep it real with you? And how can you open yourself up to realistic opportunities if everything you do and feel, you're just not real with it? That means you're going to attract other things that are fake. And you don't want that, right? So I've learned this a really long time ago, and I want to share it with you because I really believe that it's going to help you too. So these are some things that are going to help you to really be able to shift your mindset so that you can accomplish the things that you want. Words, images, environment, experiences, and your emotions. So when we talk about words, we talk about affirmations, decreeing and declaring, inspiring or inspiration from some type of leader, some type of motivational quotes. Those are words that help you to shift your mindset and to give you or help you to be able to believe that you can do it. Images like vision boards, like I have my planner here. This is something that I put my vision in. I take and I'll copy or like cut out some things and paste it along here so that when I go in my journal, this is a page that I go to all the time. So when you envision things or you have a image or a visual of things, this is something that can really help you to be able to keep your mind on what it is that you really want so that you can move forward in that. Also, the environment. So the environment, like going on vacations, right? Going to the conference that you've always wanted to go to so that you can be inspired professionally to be able to do what it is you really want to do, right? Going to that town or that city that you want to live in. You have to expose yourself to certain things, because if you don't expose yourself to certain things, then how are you going to have the growth mindset and start to adopt the belief system that you can get it? When I went to this conference, I'm telling you, this lady, she really helped me to be able to shift my mindset, because I'm keeping it real with y'all. I had a growth mindset in some regard, but I also had a fixed mindset in some regard. So the words, my affirmations that I speak to myself, the images, my vision board, the environment. If I want to go on a vacation or go somewhere, go. Do it. You don't always have to go out of the country, but if that's your desire, do it. So you have to put yourself in an environment so that it can help you to believe again. And I hope this is making sense to you guys. Experiences. Some things you just have to experience. Everything is not go off of what this person says. Some things you have to experience for yourself, so that when you have that experience, then you can be like, you know what? Yeah, I felt that thing. When I went to do it, this is the experience that I had. And a lot of times when you listen to other people, depending on what it is, your experience may not be the same as theirs. So experience is crucial, right? And your emotions, the feeling you get from hearing, seeing, touching, tasting, you have to have some type of emotional attachment to what it is that you really want to do. So if you really want to be a hairstylist, you have to practice doing hair. You have to experience what a satisfied customer is like. You have to experience what a dissatisfied customer is like. You have to have those experiences by doing. So don't forget that words, images, environments, experiences, and emotions. And belief is also, again, a part of shifting your mindset. So when I was having trouble, guys, with my belief system, one of the first things that I did was I prayed and I asked God to forgive me for my unbelief, and to really help me by sending somebody into my life or exposing me to something or someone that would help me to believe again. Excuse me. And, God did just that. He brought someone into my life and he has helped me to really believe again. He's brought someone into my life that has helped me to be able to have those experiences that I've always wanted to have, but I just never went out and did. And then I went to a conference and I met another young lady. She's like this awesome life coach. She's amazing, right? And she shared with us some things that will help us as well to get ourselves in the environment and to believe again and to have the experiences that we need to help us believe and really shift our mindset to a place where we know when we start to feel like we can really do it and have that confidence that we need. So I want to just share these last few tips with you. Visit that restaurant you've been dreaming of dining in. Some restaurants you just dream about, a lot of them are expensive or they're not really in your budget because you have a family and other responsibilities that you have to, tend to. But you just always wanted to go. You always wanted to see what this restaurant is like. You always hear people talking about it and you just want to go. but you don't necessarily have the money, or even if you do necessarily have the money, you don't know if you really want to spend it. You don't know because you're nervous, you're scared, you don't know what to expect, right? But go to that restaurant and get an appetizer. Go to that restaurant and get just get dessert. Appetizers and desserts are not expensive, even at the high class restaurants. Test drive that car that you want. It's a car that I want. I got my eye on it right now. I mean, right now, right? And my man is like, we gonna go test drive it. And I'm like, we are? And he's like, yeah. How do you know if you're really gonna like it if you don't go and test drive it? You see it on the streets, you think it's really nice, but if you don't put yourself in it and test drive it to see if you really like it, like you might test drive it and hate it. You might test drive it and hate it. You might test drive it and love it. You might test drive it and be like, it's nice, but I don't really want that no more. It's not what I expected it to be. But if you don't put yourself in that environment to do it, then how do you know? So go and test drive that car that you want. Go to the open house in the neighborhood that you want to live in. Go to the open house. Look around. Sometimes the real estate agents could be a little aggressive, but just go there or go there with someone. Maybe they could take the attention off of you looking around, and just go see what the environment is like. Because you might think you want to live there, but you might not really want to live there, or you might be like, I want to live there, and then you get there and you love it, and you decide, I really want to live here. I love it, right? So go to that open house. Go intern or volunteer at your dream job. Join that team or mastermind of that businesswoman or man that you like or you inspire or aspire to be like. Sometimes we have it to where we want to do something business wise. We want to be entrepreneurs, and we see people from social media, people look like they're doing like amazing things. So if they have like classes, if they have books that they've written, if they have conferences that they give, get in the environment. See if, there's somebody you really want to work with. See if there's somebody that you really aspire to be like. You have to get in that environment. You have to have that experience. You have to listen to the words that they're saying, right? You have to imagine being there and picture yourself in that environment. That's the way you believe bigger. That's the way you shift your mindset, right? So once I started to do these things, guys, I'm telling you, things really started to change for me. Things really started to open up. I started to really believe more and believe bigger for myself and believe if this person is doing it, I could do it too. If that person is doing it, I can do it too. God has no respect of person. If I put in the work, if I believe and I stay consistent and be persistent no matter what, the results that I'm looking for, I can get, because you reap what you sow, whether it's good or bad, right? So I challenge you today, and after every one of these, we're going to have a challenge. So I challenge you today to visit that house, to eat at that restaurant, okay? Or join that mastermind. Tell me about your experiences. You can email me either at info@sheevolve.com, or you can DM me on Instagram, or you can message me on Facebook, because I really want to know what your results are like. Stay tuned for day 2 of You Owe Yourself This Come Up series.